Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. My name is Ihediohama Ujima Blessing and I am the product manager at Tyms. Today I'll walk us through how to streamline your manufacturing process with Tyms Simple Product Assembly tool, and this is referred to as the Composite item feature on Tyms. During this webinar, we are going to cover the problem statement, we are going to understand the challenge, and connect it to real world scenario. We're also going to see how Tyms have been able to solve this by preferring a solution for these manufacturing companies, and a conclusion and the statement and the next steps as we go further. Now let's get started. What is the problem? When it comes to manufacturing, you require different raw materials to produce your finished goods. Let's just, for instance, ABC Foods is a company that produces ice cream. Their raw materials now would be sugar, milk, and water, which they need to use to produce ice cream that is their finished goods. Now, most manufacturing companies find it difficult to keep track of the raw materials, the production costs, and the inventory. And this is very important because of your accounting. And Tyms is able to solve this by preferring the composite item feature. Now, composite here refers to combining different materials to produce a unit of a material. And I'm going to show us in 3 easy steps how to make use of this feature on Tyms. It will require you to add your raw materials to your inventory, create your product, which is the composite item, indicating the different raw materials needed to produce that product, and then you'll be able to track your costs and your stock. So let's dive into the Tyms software. So first, you need to activate it on your settings page. So once you've activated it, and it's good for us to know that once it's activated, you cannot deactivate it. So you go to your inventory, okay? On your inventory, the first thing you need to do is to add it to your raw materials. So you add the raw materials to your inventory. Let's say we want to add ice cream, our finished product is ice cream, and then we want to add milk as our raw material. So using milk, for instance, the first thing we need to do is to set this as a raw material. This is you telling the system that milk is a raw material in my inventory, so that way the system can be able to track it in your raw material account. So you input your other details for your raw materials, and then you proceed to save. So now you can see that I have some raw materials on my own inventory, and I want us to take note of this stock on hand, the available stock here, which of course you can always restock when you add a raw material to your inventory. So moving to the composite item, I want to create the composite item. So I want to tell the system that these are the raw materials I need to produce a unit of this item. So to create a composite item, you indicate the name of the composite item. So I want to say that I want to produce rose soap, or no, let me call it lavender, a lily. Let's use lily, for instance, lily soap. And of course, I will input the required details for my lily soap. Now I am to include the items. What are the items? What are the raw materials I need to produce lily soap? So for this webinar, I would choose potassium hydroxide and distilled water, just for case study. So once you do that, the system takes note of this, and then you tell the system how many units you need to produce lily soap. So I can say that I need, like, for a unit of lily soap, I need 3 potassium hydroxide, depending on the unit you have, and then for water I need like 4 centiliters of water. So based on the cost price that you put, the system is able to calculate the costs required for a unit of lily soap. So once you're okay with it, you proceed to save. Now the system takes note of this composite item, and you see that the stock on hand for lily soap is 0. So you proceed to your production order. You click on new to produce your lily soap. So here you have to select the composite item that you want to produce, and here the system gives you a list of the composite item you've created. So using lily soap, which was the composite item we created. So you see I selected lily soap, and the system automatically auto-populates the raw material that I had indicated that I would need to create lily soap, and I can see the stock available for the raw materials. So I'll say I want to produce like 4 lily soap, 4 grams of lily soap. You can see he did the calculation, telling me the total quantity of the raw materials that I would need for it, which of course would be in line with what you need for your manufacturing process. Now there could be other costs that I must have incurred while producing this lily soap. I'll just include it, whether it's an overhead cost or direct labor or direct expenses. If I've made any payment for this cost, I would include that. If I haven't, it would be accounted in my accounts payable. And I also have to let the system know if I want to account this extra cost to my cost of goods sold. Okay, you can see the info telling you what this is for. So once you've checked it and you are okay with it, you proceed to save. So you can save as pending depending on your status for that production, or you save it as work in progress. So we are saving this as work in progress. So you can see that this is work in progress, and showing that you have moved these things from raw materials to work in progress. So if you're done with production, you can set this to finished goods. So the system automatically sees that you are done producing this, and you produce 4 of this with this total quantity of raw materials at this price. Then moving to your composite item, you can see that you now have 4 lily soap as your stock on hand. So the system automatically calculates it and updates your inventory. Now if you go to check your value of your raw materials, you see that there's a reduction because you have used it in producing something. So this helps manufacturing companies to be able to keep track of their inventory and their costs and their stock. So you can see the quantity of distilled water we have now, and the potassium hydroxide that we use in the production of the lily soap. So to be able to access this feature, you need to upgrade to the ultimate plan, so as to be able to activate the composite item on your settings page. Now if you have any questions, you can reach out to our customer service. You can chat us, send us a message, and we'll get back to you immediately, and give you a walkthrough on how to use our Tyms accounting software in general. You can log into Tyms today and start using Tyms as your accounting software for your inventory management and your bookkeeping. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time, and stay tuned for more exciting updates and features coming your way.